りの上手なマヤちゃんに相談しようかしら。達成。確認を忘れずにな。
Hey, Slipe, man, you already, man, I just created it and you're already back? Jeez. People are quick. Hey, they're working well, I guess. I guess, yeah. I was thinking what I could try and do. I do have an auto run going right now. But I do have... Let me see. I'm pretty sure I have parents. They're not the best. I need to rebuild them. But I do have parents for the upcoming medium. We could try and build... Ogre Cap End Closer. Because I'm gonna need probably a lot of time to build a monster for the next DM. Which, whatever, what is the next one even called? Oh, the one at, whatever, number 19, is it 19 something? It's, yeah, Kyoto 2200 Scorpio Cup. Yes. The End Closer Ogre Cap. Oh yeah, we bring Super Creek. Managed to hit an Ogre Cap close to max speed, but it's not the monster I was hoping to be. I mean, yeah, mine does alright. Like, I'm now debating between her or a debuffer. The fact that I've actually been stammed out on my Mihono Bourbon a couple times is kind of making me go like, holy crap, debuffers might actually be the strat. I need to do my dailies here. But I got a month away till I have my own Digitan. A month away. Haven't done team trials yet. Oh, yeah, I got a pretty good score. Pretty safe. I do need to work on team trials as well. I'm just, as long as I can maintain class 6, like, I don't give a crap about team trials. TDM breaks start beside that and she can lose to the US. Oh yeah. Like you can do some more tests with my Taiki shuttle. Problem is my Taiki shuttle just gets wrecked most of the time. Let's see. You were here first, UChat didn't load anyway. Run room for 3 hours? I don't know. We're gonna see. We're probably gonna do ace runs for the next one. Or I just run... There's a reason I took a break, because I didn't know if I wanted to run rooms for like freaking 8 hours. I gotta do a react. Someone had posted that moment video. Oh. Someone had posted, Oh wait, I got polls I gotta do. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got gambling to do as well. Nikkei dropped the new character. Nikkei dropped the other Persona character. We can do that here in a second. Just some random gambling. Make a random poll video. Oh yeah, I seem to win enough that I feel confident with what I got. Like, I don't consider mine crazy good or anything, but against what we saw in the last CM, I feel like I'll do plenty good. I won't dominate as much as I did in the last one, but I feel like I'll do good enough. I seen that Urara that you got in there. What the hell is that? Yeah, you gotta be careful in there. I mean, I don't really care. Oh my goodness. Did that die with Scarlet hit? She ulted off of me, didn't she? Saiyan Sky, hit your speed skills. Oh, the Daiwa stole it. He had a perfect ult on me. Perfect ult on the Saiyan Sky that launched her. You missed... Yeah. I need to make like an 18+ one and make it where only I can assign out the role for you. Make one that you can put in those that you can't get the role unless I specifically give it to people, so you can have your own special little place. And then anybody else that wants it. Hey, man. Gentle Donna now in there. What the heck? You wake up with the super junior roll. Oh, the double runaway. Gotta love that. Holy hell, dude. Nobody gets accelerations in this room. Oh my god, the one's trying to drag me back. We're all screwed. Hey, Mihono Bourbon's got speed carryover possibly here. Oh, the digital. My Christmas ogre is too far back. If I run into a double ogre cap like that, I mean, there's nothing I can do. Jesus Christ. Actually, let's put in my Tyke shuttle now. I just don't think my ogre cap's pushing enough. I need to open up Nikkei and get ready for doing some polls. Some gambling. Super gambling. I'll probably change the music back. I was doing Nikkei music earlier and it was so much more chill. I think my brain's just rotted out from too much Umamusume background. Oh, we missed the... Oh my god, that fine motion is all over our ass. Don Tyke shuttle to catch. Tyke shuttle does it! You're never doing a front runner. Front runners are great when they decide to work and you get to run. Their runs take so goddamn long. Which would you use for a wit for reverb and can't decide? Zero limit break Teo just for professor or 2 limit break Mr. CB for the stats? CB, she has skill point bonus. Unless you want to replace Kita-san Black with something else. Professor of Curvature is not all that useful on this track. Like I don't even have it on Thune Sky or Mihono Bourbon because the corner is like kind of just dead. And there's, I mean, as front runners, there's so many other skills you can get. I'm not even worried about Professor of Curvature. Just get like all the other ones. The miles or the straightaway skills are probably more important anyway. Because if you're in the lead, you're in the lead. It's very hard to pass in the corner. Ooh, late start. What the heck was with that late dodging danger, Seiyun Sky? She dodging dangered right around Mihono Bourbon there. I know, I wish I would have got it on my Seiyun Sky, but I did not. He was a dick. He decided not to give it to me. I just need to stick with my Tyke shuttle. She's doing plenty fine on her. Oh my god, the other one's coming in hot. Those Tyke shuttles both coming flat. Oh, mine passed her by a head. The one I will say, the one negative is my own Mihono Bourbon likes to pass my Seiyun Sky, even though my Seiyun Sky can finish off stronger. Unless Mihono Bourbon gets unrestrained to proc correctly. But she doesn't like to very often. It does look like my Tyke shuttle's not doing too bad. I guess the practice runs we were doing earlier that had a lot of front runners was just kind of killing her. But when there's not a lot of front runners, I mean, or if she's at the front of the paces, she's still doing pretty well. Let me see your Ogre. Oh yeah, yours is similar to mine. Oh, with double fall runner, you're fine. I mean, this is actually some pretty good testing without it just being all front runners like it was earlier. Why did I go live? This is my normal time. What do you mean? I just went live earlier because I was planning to do a marathon until I got a Seiun Sky, and then I got her after like my 3rd run. But that Nishino flower is very dangerous right now. Oh, it looks like she didn't get her all. Dude, what the hell? Was this all pace chasers? My Tyke Shuttle's all the way in the back. She pushed at the last second. She decided not to use any of her straightaway skills. Pause the stream and go to the bathroom. Alright. Alright. Built Knight is having 777 and Umamusume gets the last one. Oh yeah. Just wait till the next one. The next one's better. Not this one. But there's no position requirement on after school stroll. But also 777s is good because it's medium. So it's basically this one, but 777s also works for acceleration. I'm going all in on my Ogre. We might do some test runs of building her for the next one. Just for fun. Yeah, these early unrestrained suck. Tyke Shuttle's pushing! Too slow. Oh, she's on the inside. She's gonna get blocked. Mihono Bourbon, move over. Block the fine motion. Don't block my Tyke Shuttle. Buy ahead. Yeah, I'll be building an Ogre for the next medium. We're gonna try out a build, actually. Let me see. Is she ready? Yeah, we got 10 minutes for this one to finish. Okay. Oh, snap. Which one's the new one? Do you have any tips on balancing stat? Are you talking about like getting these to stay fairly good? You just build your deck around your sparks. And then there's a little bit of luck that comes to it, especially on the stamina side. You try and get like as much stamina as you can. Like when it comes to buying stuff in the shop tokens, I try and avoid using the PA tokens for skill points or anything that doesn't give me stamina. That's at least what I've been doing on this mile one. I've been trying to make sure all the PA, unless it's for, of course, a song, but if it's not, I try and conserve them. I never buy skill points with PA if I can avoid it, and instead get stamina. That's like the closest I can get to trying to min-max it. Not very easy though, I can tell you that. Oh, there's a runaway. Not good. There's two runaways. One of them's... Alright, Mihono Bourbon, you gotta catch. I think you have the better shot at catching. Or, never mind, we both catch. There's a Palmer. Wait, was there... Wait, what? Is someone trying to double runaway? There's 3 runaways here. What is going on here? We've, like, super stretched this field right now. Oh, a Dominator. Yeah, nobody gets to accelerate on this one. Satan Sky is gone. He wants to kill himself. I mean, a double runaway. I'm guessing, are they both debuffer runaways or something? And you're expecting like a Christmas Ogre? Like, is the Christmas Ogre gonna even be able to catch, though? I mean, you're going heavy stamina, I see. I mean, they completely collapsed, though. Oh, she's dead. Yeah, she's gonna die. I mean, debuffers have started to get probably popular as people are struggling to get 3 aces built. I mean, this is just the nature of Miles now. Oh, she wasn't a runaway? Oh, I didn't look. That's why it looks like she collapsed then, I guess. And everybody else is late start, or are they late? I'm guessing they're late surge, or they paces. No, they gotta be paces. They're way too close, I think, at this point. Oh, Mihono actually passing and stealing? What? You better go! You better goddamn go! Spike Shuttle got a really good neck and neck there. Although it looks like Dover got a downhill speedster, or whatever the heck hers is. You better hit something. Mihono, you got a lot of straightaway skills. You better start hitting them. Oh my god, the Dominators. I got wrecked by Dominators. Yeah. Getting quad domed, I mean, what am I supposed to do? The real CM won't be like that, hopefully. I mean, there'll probably be a lot of them, but their Umas will be a lot weaker. But getting quad domed doesn't feel very good. I mean, I've already won Libra, so I'm not too worried about it. Wait, is that Henry Handsome in here? Wait a second, Henry Handsome's watching. Is he going? What was he going with? Fine motion, Ogre Cap. Yeah. I need to look at his Ogre Cap. My Ogre Cap just does not perform good. Not good enough. This fine motion, dangerous spot. Oh no, Mihono Bourbon stealing it again. Dick. Oh my god, the Dominator. Unrestrained, perfect, unrestrained, go! Perfect neck and neck too. Oh my god, Ogre Cap is so goddamn fast. Mihono's not popping any of her skills. If you lose, you gotta buy... gotta buy from Loot Bar. Hey, I mean, hey, you gotta collect that bag. I won't advertise for it. I did see, someone did say that, I don't know where I saw it. Maybe on Reddit. There was something that Cygames was sending out to people who were buying currency through other services. Like they were detecting it. I don't know. Oh, I didn't look at his Ogre Cap. Shoot. Eh. The thing is, the real CM Umas are gonna all be trash. Like, you know the real end closer Ogre Caps that you mostly run into are gonna be absolutely terrible. They're all gonna be garbage. Saiyan Sky wouldn't have done any better. She got perfect unrestrained with angling and scheming. She was even faster than my Saiyan Sky would have been there. The problem was that Christmas Ogre Cap launched. I mean, that just happens when they get a hit. They get a hit. Especially if they're a really good one. Oh man, mine did not take off very well here. Oh, terrible unrestrained and a dominate hit. Oh my god, I'm about to be passed. We got angling and scheming, but so did they. Pass me on the inside. What if you get unlucky? Hey, you'll win. Look at it. I mean, I'm losing a lot of these. What do you mean? Mine are not crazy. I would not call mine crazy good. So don't, if you get paired with me, I mean, mine aren't jobbers. Like, they're not abysmally bad like most people's are. But I wouldn't be, I mean, you have a really good shot at beating me. I mean, look at this. I'm getting easily beaten. It's kind of like rock, paper, scissors when I'm playing right now. Like, I just viewers. It's just like, either my Umas decided to, oh my god, Singing Sky decided to collapse there. Dude, nobody's getting, what the hell? Mihono Bourbon decided to back off there. Nobody's getting any acceleration here, it looks like. Speed Eater. We're so far away from the same, like... Oh, there's a... Wait, is that the Nice Nature? Nice Nature gonna take it. They just got the late 6-0. Yeah, Runaway is my biggest weakness because... And that's the one problem with Camping Taiki. If I go with Camping Taiki in my two fronts, Runaway Suzuka and any other fronts, like, just kills me. Because I have no accelerations. Camping Taiki will be too far back. And my front runners rarely pass. If it's a good Suzuka, they rarely pass her. Oh, let me see here. This done yet? Okay. Oh, yeah, we're gonna do ace runs after this. We'll do this last one. This is just a generic Fuji Kiseki I'm building. Just generic. Ah, oh, no Uma stand. Come on. What else do I buy here? $99 points. We'll buy Maverick. Even though Maverick's like the least useful for me since I always play the meta Umas, which are always what everybody else is going to want to use. Guts 1! Gotta love it. Instant glue. Alright, we're gonna try and build a, we're gonna build a Ogre Cat for the next one. Let's just, we gotta do a test run. This is for the medium. Kyoto 2200. Holy crap, I do not have much for stamina sparks. But we are gonna be bringing, what do we need there? We need. Holy moly. One goal at 850. So... Christmas Ogre need... Is this... What's the bonus on this one? What is Kyoto 2200's bonus? That... Oh, speed? Oh, don't matter. It's Christmas Ogre! Alright, and so the deck for this one okay, so that's parent deck, ace deck. I have not changed the names of these at all, so okay, this is going to switch to Summer Marizensky. I'm going blind, man. As I get more cars and they shift where they're at. Oh yeah, eventually for the future dirt, we'll be using that guts card. With the muddy. The hell is she? That. Pretty sure it's that one. And Tokai Teo Wit. Dirt race for parents? Yeah. Yep. I do it on both of them. And they win a good chunk of them. She was Dirt G and she still won 25. She lost Champions Cup in the Nambu High. She won Teo Show. Hey, Dirt G takes the Teo Show. She won the February Stakes. Couldn't take the Kawasaki Keenan. Didn't win the Japan Dirt Derby. So she won two of the dirts. Which actually is pretty bad because it's 50-50. The coin flip to win it. How did Dober do? She won 24 out of 28. She won... Oh yeah, she sucks. She has to do this stupid G2 that kind of wrecks everything. Her entire career is ass. Dober is ass because of her freaking garbage career. She did win the February Stakes though. She has to do the triple tiara, which is garbage. And she does the like her affinity's ass. I'll just put it that way. Yeah. So there's no reason not to do dirt rotation. All right. Let me look at these. Here. So we got Umastan. God dang, dude. Guts to... Well, I'll be trying to build a new one. This is more of a test run. We got Umastan here. We got After School Stroll. We got After School Stroll. Umastan. Umastan After School Stroll. She's got... What does she have? Nothing. She has Kyoto Racecourse. Hell held high. But then again, we have my After School Stroll Umastan. And a bunch of other random crap. After School Stroll Umastan. Alright. This is the Kyoto 2200. This is not for the mile. Oh, shoot. I'm an idiot. There went some TP. They need to frickin' make it where... Not blind. I could have swore I switched it to normal career. I could have swore I switched it to normal career. Wait a second. I'm on the wrong... Oh my god. My deck's messed up too. Jesus Christ. How many... Okay. I can't get a run going because I keep clicking. Super Creek's supposed to be on there. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. It's still only 15, right? I don't know. Whatever. 10 cents. I lost a dime. Big whoop. This is how easily I glue Umas, dude. Sunny days. Don't do her next... Yeah, you glue her first time, multiple times. Back to using the big ol' Super Creek. Dude, I'm going Christmas Ogre Cap all in. All in on it. New job's gonna carry me, yeah. I got my laptop, but I didn't get any of my other stuff. I got a laptop without a power cord. Or my monitors. They said it's gonna be in a separate shipment. Hokai Ateo. Big mood. Strategist, the most useful skill ever. Dude, supports are already... You know what would be hilarious? Is if I just built her right now and we're just done. Be nice to just be done. This is for... No, this is for 19 or whatever. The medium. The upcoming medium. This is not for this next one. Oh, this run's dead. We can't tolerate... Like, this one has to be a high roll. That's why I'm already starting on her. It'd be hilarious if I got one that was good enough. You know what would be funny is if I did build one good enough for the mile. We're just like, F it, we'll go with it. Yeah, this run's probably dead. But we'll see. What is this? What she got? Ooh, nimble nav.
任せてくれ。
Oh, that's great.
勉強だな。すまない。私と頑張
This run is definitely looking pretty dead.
おう私と頑張ろっか。どうな。私と
Lie hello, do something. Get off your ass, lay hello.
せ任せてくれ。このか
Lay hello, abandon me. Aston Machan.
任せてくれ。これが私からのプレゼントだ。
Yeah, well, I'm debating on it. Like, I feel like I have to pull her. It is what it is. I've already talked myself into it. She's a, like, just gotta get her early is the thing.
出番か。
Dude. We are wrecked. I mean, that's an alright banner. I'm not pulling it. I was going to originally, but I've decided against it. No, Ogre Cap's not my Oshi. She's just very... Okay. 2 of them in a row that neither of them are 5%ers. She's just the best Uma. She is absolutely broken on the next one. Even more consistent than she was on the dirt. The only thing is, it's not going to be as bad as the dirt, for the simple fact other Umas do work. I think we're gonna get her stamina early here. What is that? Not getting nowhere near good pink blue spires, Anna. Yeah, you can just keep working them. I don't know what I was even thinking about there. Got fat, had to get rid of her. Had to put her down. Ate too much.
よしやろう。
Right there. Ooh, this is useless. Don't need that.
おー見ていてくれ。さあよしやろう。
Of course you give me that then. Piece of crap. Straightaway recovery? Why would I do that? Tokai Teo is a great card. Being able to use her. Ditch the key to sign and go for the high roll of Summer Maduzensky. And we're having the rest too much. Run's already kind of glue. Turn it into glue very quick. Just so you know, speed's gonna be a big problem on, not gonna be easy when you're trying to get... God dang it. Got fat. Fat, too easy. Ditch, dude, you realize how much stamina you need, right? This is just as bad as the dirt. Libra Creek's not there for just the... She's there to get my stamina up. You need your stamina to be just as high as the dirt one. This is 2,200 meters. The dirt was 2,000. Just because it has downhills. I literally just need to build the exact same Uma I built in the dirt one, but having after as an end closer instead of pace chaser. I literally just need the same stat lines. It just needs to be an end closer. Being end closer, the speed is going to be super important. Alright, La Hello's here. Come on, La Hello tokens! Or not.
任せてくれ。
Come on, tokens. Dude, like hello, do your goddamn job. You have one job. That's it. Give me tokens. You can slack in other ways. Just give me the tokens and land on my friend's painting.
勉強だな。すまない。注目の位置。最高だったな。よし。さあ、任せてくれ。
There she goes. 見ていてくれ。この感じ。任せてくれ。もうすまない。 I mean, like hello is just outright abandoning it. There we go.
私見ていてくれ。
Groundwork when I don't need it. I love it. You refuse to give it in all the other circumstances, but oh, we don't need it now. Here you go. Run's dead. You better fix this quickly. Better fix this, lay hello. That's not fixing it.
勉強だな。さて、トナカイには負けられない。応援してくれるみんなのためにも。やる。オグリキャップ。
Get them all. Oh, we gotta run. Gotta run. Don't F this up, Ogre Cat.
見ていてくれ。私のファン任せてくれ。
Alright, like, hello, let's see some work get done here. Time for you to pop off and give me tokens. We got Charming.
よし、やろう。
Tokens, tokens, tokens. Or nothing. Good for nothing. Great. Triple sevens. Alright, we'll take a discount.
勉強だな。
Like, hello, what are you doing? Playing with yourself all over there? Speed? Screwing around. Tokens. There we go. Great. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. Alright, she just needs to keep giving tokens like that. Just keep giving them.
実力は完全に上位ですね。貫禄すら感じてしまいます。芝のコースで力を十分発揮できそうですね。
だったな。よし。 応援してくれるみんなのためにも。よし、やろう。 勉強だな。
Alright, like, hello. Here we go. Let's do it. Well, hey, let's start going in. We can start getting some stamina. Here we go. Super Creek already doing work. This is like my other run. Super Creek just goes right in there and starts doing work. Passion? How was Passion my lowest when Super Creek was Rainbow? Twice. There we go. There she goes. Guts level 2. That's not good. I want to hit that, but I can't. And Super Creek doing work already for us. Jesus. This is gonna be just like the other one. I hit Super Creek so much that the rest of my stats look like ass. And then we just obliterated. I should erase. Oh, okay. Super Creek doing work. Guts having gold dodging danger? Not auto runs. Why did I look? Why did I look? I should have fucking raced on the last one. I'm an idiot. I'm just trying to move too quickly. These stupid ones where I have to race. I should have just took the hit and let her die. Let her die with dignity. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. That's a terrible start right there, though. Okay, let's do the big one right here. Okay, we need to hit something other than VO. What the hell are you doing, game? Give me some PA hits. We don't want to take the encloser hints just yet. Why I should run super tight, he never finishes Mile Maven? Oh yeah. That's happened to me enough times too. Oh my god, there goes all our VO tokens. Okay, we need something else to hit here. Ooh, this was probably a bad idea. We're running out of things that we can buy. We need to make it through 4 of these. Oh my god, we need PA to show up. Holy, we need PA or speed to show up. We made it.
少し緊張するが
We need... Alright, nice, nice. Mr. CB coming in. There's some stamina. There, skill point gain, VI. Nice. There's our VI. There's Professor of Curvature, baby. Dude, if we were to finish our Ogre Cat for the next CM this early, what the hell do I do for like the next month? Hey, we don't need your skill on this one, but I'll take the speed. Groundwork, we don't need you either. Alright. After school stroll. Umamusume. Medium S. All of them. Let's go. Hey, we'll take Encloser S as well. Just give me everything right here, right now. We got after school stroll. That's one big thing down. Now we just need... The main thing we need now is just medium S and we're good. Nimble Nav! Okay, we'll take a discount on Corner Adept.
私と頑張ろっか。このレースは
10 days?
注目の
See, I mean, you saw my glue counter I used to. I don't have the glue counter up right now.
私から
Probably should add it for the ogre camp for the next one. But yeah, I was spamming them. I still probably should keep working on Saiyan Sky, but I'm kind of just like, nah. She's good enough for like 90% of the CM people will run into,
世界中
if not higher than that.
さあ出ていくよ。
Level 5 wit already? Holy hell.
応援してくれるみんなの
The hell am I supposed to do here? Just race? I mean, I might as well race. What the hell else? That's terrible.
任せて。これが私からのプレゼントだ。
A little bit more skill points, I guess. Not much. Corner recovery! That's what we're talking about.
私と頑張ろっか。出番か。精一杯。
Oh yeah, and this one's for a medium, so medium skills are good. Okay, we should be good to push to the next one. At least I hope so. Go, go, go! We're way ahead on songs. Big hit!
一緒に頑張りましょう。あ、あ。少し。
See if I need that energy. I do not. Got it.
私と頑張ろっか。決めた。
Okay, maybe we can get a lesson now. Maybe we can get energy now. Give me energy. Okay, we're gonna rest, play it safe. We gotta go through her things anyway here. There's ramp up, I think. Yep. Oh, Super Creek, you're just now starting? That's not good. Alright, we're basically good on stamina. I need to stop hitting stamina. We need to hit speed now. Speed, 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 speed. Alright. We're already hyped, right? Yep, max. Go, go, go. Pop, pop, pop. Pop off time. Race, 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 race. Come on, go, 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 go. There's my medium corners. Medium! Holy crap! Holy crap. We got a shot. God dang it, why is there not a race here? There's Daring Strike!
応援して世界
What? No, let me redo that. Bull crap. You gotta be crapping me, man. Really? It is, but why do I need it? Let's race here. We got absolutely screwed on that 7th place.
さあ決めたよトレーナー
Alright, here we go. Big hits. Big 10%. Another big 10%. We'll take the frickin' medium hit. Useless! Come on, I need some PA hits. Well, give me some stamina hit. You know what we also need? I didn't think of this. I don't have straightaway recovery. I don't have the 4th heal, do I? Foreigner? That's not good. We're gonna have to do get a crane game or something. Give me crane game, crane game, crane game, crane game. Ah, I mean this run's dead. The stats are terrible.
最高
Stats are terrible.
これが私からのプレゼントだ
How the hell am I supposed to get this?
決めた 私のファンが 観察させてもらうトナカイさあ一緒に青春の汗を流しいい調子注目の位置またこれが私からのプレゼントだ少し緊張出番か私と頑張ろっかいい結果を
I feel like for a very first run though, this isn't terrible.
ここは負けられないまたこれが私からのプレゼントだ
You know what I need though? I need the whatever you call her name to show up.
私さあ一緒に青春の汗を流しましょういい結果を残っここはまたこれが私からのプレゼントだ
At least I'm seeing the areas I need to fix.
観察させてもらう
Biggest thing is we need to make sure we can get straightaway recovery. And man, power and stamina. Well, I mean, power will be fine if I max speed, so I'm not worried about power with this. I definitely need a new Simply Rudolph. These are my current one, they're kind of ass altogether. So I can rebuild them. They're just kind of they were just a good starting point to get a feel for it. Stat-wise, we're basically 100 off on stamina. We could probably actually get away with this much stamina. Speed's the big problem. I mean, this is a low roll on the speed side of things. We kind of got effed a couple times, so it's fully expected. But let's see. Let's just finish using these. Alright, so skills. What do we have here? Position towards mid-pack or further back in the early part of the late race. We could take that. We would take that. That one. That one. We would take 777s, after school stroll. We don't need top runner. Medium corners. Home stretch haste, ramp up, corner recovery, professor of curvature. Oh, I would have stamina right here. There's... Actually, that one doesn't work. Wait a second here. Wait a second. Dude, shake it out. There's our fourth. We fail. All else. Slow everybody else down, coming back up. There you go. Here we go. There's our Ogre Cat. Not bad for a very first attempt at the next CM. I need a better Rudolph and Dober hit, though. I need to see. I haven't been doing this at all. I'll worry about that later. Let me see. I did get a generic, although I can't use it because the enclosure sparks. I did get this Fuji earlier. A Turf 3 Power 2. That has groundwork. I mean, oh, this is more of a front runner. It doesn't have ignited wit, so it's like a generic grandparent. But it is Power 2 Turf 3 with tail, groundwork, dodging, medium, ramp up, prudent positioning. 3. Like, I can use this to make pinch parents. And it also has fighting spirits, also another, I think, front runner one as well. Medium corners. And it's got double dirt, too. So I can make pinch frontrunner parents with this one. Why are you running Summer Resilient? Hey, I have seen that Summer Madezensky's better. And I feel like she's the high roll. I could use Kita-san. And actually, I need straightaway recovery, so I'd probably just take Kita-san for that. But Summer Madezensky's the stat stick. But yeah, I get what you're saying. We'll probably do that. I wonder if there's anything better I could use then. Because what is it? Would I still bring... What would my borrows be? Ooh, I could borrow. Wait a second. No, Daitako Helio speeds ass. Wait, let me look. What's gonna be available by then?
夏は雨の日が多いから窓を開けてドライブするのが難しいのよね。
I mean, this one's late surge, or... Let me see.
ドライブでもレースでも目的地に超スピードで連れてってあげる。ちゃんと付き合ってね。イベントが開催中らしいわよ。ねえねえ、早く行ってみましょう。
Yeah, nothing will be available. There's no good borrows up there. I couldn't replace Kitasan with this. This one doesn't have anything of value. Corner recovery on CB? Yeah. I mean, we just can borrow. We can still borrow Tokai Teo Wit. There's no reason not to. I mean, she doesn't have skill point bonus though. Oh wow.
デートの時は決まってこの服。いわばもう一つの勝負服かしら。なんてね。イベントが開催中らしいわよ。ねえねえ、早く行ってみましょう。
I could take Nakayama Festive for the one skill, but she doesn't have as good of a stat stick. Rudolph Stamina instead of Super Creek? I mean, yeah, we could borrow a better stamina. What about Narita Bryan's stamina? He's got, well, up tempo's useless. Ooh, she does have Lone Wolf. Where's Lone Wolf? Oh, it's just random. She has medium corners and straightaways as well. He's got big friendship. Okay, I mean, she doesn't have as much training effectiveness. That's 10%. What's Rudolph's got? Oh. I mean, this is a mid pack though. I do not want to take that. Although that does count as a recovery. But it's a positional one. The whole idea is with end closer is you would not have a positional requirement. Like if let me see. Let's look at a deck idea here. And then we replace Super Creek with Fine Motion. Is it still fall? It's still fall and right-handed, isn't it? Is it still fall and right-handed? Oh my god, what? Yeah! Well, what the hell, dude? This perfect deck right here. Wait, why? I'm kind of surprised. Do they have these as honorable mentions down here? They're saying to use Manhattan Cafe stamina. Who the hell is using that? Who is bringing Narita Top Road? Perform Course Menace? Okay, let me look. I mean, if Manhattan Cafe is an even better one. Which one? I mean, this is the newer one. Lower, training effect, stamina bonus, she has skill point bonus. Of Calm Mind. It's a long. No! Why would you use this over Narita Bryan? 20 friendship. What's Narita Bryan's? Wait a second. Is Narita Bryan not have any friendship? What is her initial friendship? I know she's not a very friendly Uma. Oh no, she's got 25. She's fine. She's got skill point bonus too, though. She actually has a good gold. She has medium straightaways and medium corners. Why would you use Manhattan Cafe over her? Unless I'm missing, I feel like I'm missing something. Why would they have put her? Useless, useless. All useless, useless, useless. Oh, this one, okay, this one's not useless, but who cares? Look, maybe, well, who's using this one on a not, who's borrowing this over Narita Bryan for anybody? Everything in here is useless. The stat stick's worse. The friendship starting's worse. The training effective's worse. Narita Bryan has skill point bonus. This one has stat bonus. Stamina stat bonus. That's it. That's it. You get stamina bonus 2. What does Narita Bryan have? This card is like super forgotten. This card is a goat, man. Yeah, it's the stamina bonus. It's for the stamina bonus. I don't know. This one has 10% more friendship bonus. 5% more training effectiveness. I feel like that can make up for the stamina bonus. I get that it's a lot. I don't know. All the skills are valuable in here. You know what? We're gonna try it. We're trying it with Narita Bryan. Where's my Narita Bryan borrow? Where is this idiot? Did I get rid of him? Actually, you know what? I was gonna do a react video. I needed to react to Momon's. You know what? Let's. Someone wanted me to react to Momon's thoughts on why you shouldn't get Goddess cards. Somehow he made it 30 minutes long. I don't know how you yap about Goddess card for 30 minutes. But he did. Yeah, so we're gonna have to get an auto going. Let me go to Chrono. Let's make sure there's nothing better out here. Alright, so we need... And 3-star. Blue, stamina, 3-star. Skill, after school stroll. You know what, we're just gonna put 1-star on all of these. And Umamusume. Just those ones, just those. Let's see what's out there. Gold ship! No, mine's a gold ship, so I can't even... Oh my god, they're all gold. Well, that's not good. Gold ship. So, okay, mine, the one I used is a Narita Bryan. So this Narita Bryan is literally the best out there. What the hell, dude? Okay, well, the Narita Bryan I'm using is the best. The best there ever was. So, which one should I try and replace first? I got her with Guts and End Closer. And she's speed and medium. She has medium corner. Like, they're both kind of bad. She's better than the Simply Rudolph. But the Simply Rudolph got the End Closer spark we needed. I mean, we got a lot of time to try and get this parent, so I got a lot of time. We could just manually do a, would it make sense to manually do, what do you call it? For no, like, I could manually do runs in, Unity Cup. Not Track Blazer, Unity Cup. The reason I would do Unity Cup would be for, no stopping me, and it's on. I ain't doing no Track Blazer. Track Blazer going dead. No, but yeah, my only End Closer. Wait, what is this one? I forgot. What does this one got? Oh yeah, this one's End Closer 3 Power 2 with After School Stroll 1. It's my only. I got an End Closer 3 spark. No, but my medium one's down here. I have a Power Gold ship. What does she got? Umamusume After School 1, medium corners. And she's kind of bad in all other ways. Like, this is the gold ship I got with After School and Umamusume. I feel like we do that. And then we borrow... Narita Bryan. Oh, I forgot. She's only Mile B. Which is actually a good thing, but bad at the same time, because she's going to get wrecked on the dirt miles. But this is for a parent. It's not as important. I forget, how did my gold ship do? Yeah, my gold ship won 27 races. Like, she's pretty good affinity here. She won the Champions Cup. She won the Nambu High. What did she even lose? She lost February Stakes. She lost February Stakes. She's got the Kawasaki Keenan. She got Sprinter Stakes. She got Japan Dirt Derby. Oh, so the only one she really lost was February Stakes. Now, it doesn't matter too much because I'm pretty sure this Narita Bryan is only... At least she did all the correct races. If she did all the races, she should win. Alright. Oh wait, I can't use... That's why she's ass. I can't run Throne. The hell am I supposed to run? Rico? Probably should run Rico, I guess. Do I not have any Rico borrows? Alright, I guess we will, we'll run, oh no, Daitaku Helios? Yeah, if you want, yeah, go ahead and switch to Rico. I'll just use Rico borrow. And we'll just... I mean, I need to start working on my parents for this next medium because I'm going all in on this end closer Ogre cap and I need good parents. That's where all my borrows are going. If we can get a 3-star end closer, 3-star stamina Simbly Rudolph, that would be crazy good. I have to reset my whole thing here. Why am I seeing power card? This thing is the most absolute trash system ever. And if Simply Rudolph still refuses to get SS, I'm just gonna run her in Track Placer. Okay, that can get the heals. I mean, we just need stats. You can get me stamina. Simply Rudolph, if I'm not mistaken, I had to do this one. No. Okay, Simply Rudolph. Which one did I put under? Do I do all... I think I just do this, because there's nothing... Her goal forces a Rima Keenan, so that's nothing different. You can do Teo Show. This doesn't cause, yeah, none of it causes problems. The thing is, it's kind of funny, is dirt rotation, like getting like the god tier dirt is not as important anymore. Like if you're getting dirt E or even D, the Umas easily win it. Like even E. As long as you're mile A and medium A, you can like win all the races like most of the time. Like you lose like 2 most of the time. Do I do balanced here now? I have Rico, so I think we just go balanced now. Yeah, dirt. I think dirt. Yeah, like you're saying, I think dirt 2 is enough now because of the independent training cheats. The cheating of independent training makes it so much easier. All right. Well, that gets you to 8. Yeah, that takes you to D. Yeah, as long as you're over 7, that gets you to D. But there's certain Umas like Fuji Kiseki, which are a little awkward. But Fuji Kiseki does fine even with freaking out putting any sparks into her now. Like, my Fuji has like no dirt or long sparks, and she still wins like most of the races. And only loses like 2. It's so good. Like, Fuji's great to just make a parent now because of that. She just wins most of them and have high affinity regardless. As long as the grandparents, like, once you get God to your grandparents that have won all the races, then you just make, like, a Fuji Kiseki or somebody that can do all of them naturally most of the time, and you'll get good affinity regardless. Like, this kind of changes the whole dirt rotation. Like, it's just a waste of time to a certain extent. I mean, you still need them, but it's not as bad. It's kind of why I've been changing my idea, like, if I really want to push for whatever you call it. I eventually want to start doing manual runs again in Unity Cup, possibly, because once I have certain cards, Unity Cup might be still good to try and get the great grandparents. Like, Unity Cup, get the great grandparents. And then I independent train Grandmasters when Grandmasters drops. Because, let me look at this. And like some were saying, we're not going to do independent training in Lark. Lark sucks. So this will be the main one to independent train for like 8 months. One is you can get the sparks for these. These are just like kind of generics. I mean, this is a speed skill. It's not going to hurt to have it in your parents. Like, you don't have to target it, but getting it will always be good. Same thing here. Oh, Wisdom of the Sea is pretty good. Also, Grandmasters is good for getting, where's the other ones? Oh, yeah, in Body and Mind, and, oh yeah, getting Firm. We're all going to have parents with Firm course. Firm conditions is going to be very easy to get built into your parents. Because Grandmasters, everybody's getting Firm course Menace. It's going to be so easy to build Frontrunners. You just build Firm course, for all the Firm ones. Firm course Menace. Frontrunner Savvy with, like, if you have someone that has that built in. Then you have, like, Ines Fujin Valentine's already has that built in alongside Groundwork. So you just need one more of them. But then Homestretch Haste as well. And the Spark here is Speed and Power. Not the best Spark, but I guess Speed and Power is a pretty nice scenario one, in my opinion. Especially when you're going to bring a stamina card, but you need a stamina anyway. So, we'll be going hard on this scenario with our independent trainings. Because Lark's kind of sucks. Lark has low affinity. Bourbon Wits, you never have to think about Groundwork again. You do realize as time goes on, skills that you need to think about constantly are evolving. Whatever the meta cards are, the skills you want in your parents are the ones not in the meta cards. That's why when I'm looking at skills, like I'm looking at the Goddess card, for example, and why I'm pretty sure we're gonna look at Momin's video. What is it now? It's progenitors, right? Whatever the hell they call it. Progenitors. Or progenitors, or whatever the hell they call it. Progenitors. He has Divine Speed, so one of the things I look at in my cards here, especially with the PAL cards, seeing as you're guaranteed to get it pretty much every single time with independent training. Where do you get the white? First, the white is a good 0.15. So it's a decent little tail held high type mid-race skill. And it's current speed, not... it's an increase to current speed, not target speed. But, you look at the cards coming up. Durabante will be good for your end closers. Or Pepper's a meta guts card. A meta wit card, I think, for end closers. A meta power card. Super meta wit card that just came out. Like, I feel like there's a time period in between here. Like, between her and her-ish, maybe? I don't know. But I feel like Divine Speed still will be an okay one to get built in, because you might not be using one of the cards that can get it to you. Plus, this has Umamusume on it. As well. And in Umamusume, I mean, Umamusume you can fairly get pretty easily, I think, most of the time. But Umamusume doesn't become easy to get until... What the heck? It doesn't start getting easy to get until Almond Eye, it looks like. Because then you have it on... Well, you have Simile Rudolph, Almond Eye, Stay Gold, Guts. Meisho Dodo, Stam. Like, once Almond Eye drops, I think Umamusume won't be too difficult to get. So, yeah, and it's a long ways away. Like, we're gonna react to this moment video and see why this card's so bad. Yeah, I've already decided I don't care about Kawakami now since I'm using Throne. Another reason is if I get Goddess card myself, I can pair that one with a borrowed Throne. We're gonna react to this here. Let me run to the bathroom real quick. Oh wait, I was gonna do polls. Oh shoot. I also have polls to do. Before we do the react, we're gonna do polls on Nikkei. Actually, let me turn the music back on when I run to the bathroom. Get that opened. They have the new character out, right? Okay. I won't say it's mandatory, because once we get... The biggest thing that the Harem deck has going on is it actually finishes the events, and from what some people have been telling me that have been trying out the Harem deck currently, which I don't know if they really were able to take it into consideration here, but by using the PAL cards, you actually have an easier time finishing the chains. So if you use, if we use Goddess card with Throne, with Light Hello, eventually with whatever her name is that has Super Stan, the director, when you only have 2 cards with chains to finish, it apparently, at least based on what he was thinking, increases the chance of getting these to finish. But I don't think there's I don't think there's been actual analysis on that though. But I'm running to the bathroom real quick, and then we will do this. But yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and do a react real quick. Now, like most of my reacts, like I yap for like 10 minutes before I even get really going into it. Explaining the card for 6 minutes and probably skip it. Okay. Have it working here.
Today we will be talking about the hello everybody. Today
Okay. Alright. Start recording. Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video we're going to be doing a react. It's been a little while since I've done one. Someone had posted in the Discord that Moment had made a video based on the Ancestors and Guides, or as it's going to be called for us in Global, the Progenitors and Guides support card. And so I haven't seen this video at all, but he's basically giving the advice of why you should be skipping this card, even though it is basically a mandatory card similar to as we've had with like Late Hello, that you're going to use every single run during the Grand Masters scenario. But it's even an advice that I have kind of discussed in the past, with this card being a potential card that you just skip and perma borrow during Grand Masters, based on kind of looking at the upcoming CMs and the League of Heroes, because we will have League of Heroes that will drop during it. And I know for a lot of people, once League of Heroes drops, it pretty much makes it where there's only 3 CMs per scenario. And when it comes to the League of Heroes, if you're not chasing the top ranks, like top 96, you can get away with like perma borrow something like this and still get the top platinum title, because getting the platinum title in League of Heroes is a lot easier than Champions meetings, as long as you build competent enough Umas. And so living with this with the perma borrow means you're only basically perma borrowing it for 3 CMs overall. But I will say my opinion has slowly shifted, especially for someone like me who spends money. Now he's talking specifically for free to play, so we'll see his argument on it, and it'll probably be pretty similar to mine, because I feel like free to play can perma borrow it as well. Especially if you've been smart with your pulls, of course. But my opinion is, yeah, as a complete free to play, because this card is right after Major Romanu, which is where I'm going to tell you, your Moment probably is going to say, pretty much all the content creators are saying, where you're going to want to dump as many pulls as you can on Major Romanu, the new Big Wit card, and thus she's right after it. And that is one of the reasons why she was going to be an easy skip for most, unless you're willing to spend money. And then you have Mihono Bourbon Wit that's right after her for front runners. But and then we can actually, while looking at this, probably towards the end, maybe we can look at the upcoming CMs to showcase how you can utilize it as a perma borrow. Because like the Henry Handsome guide here, for example, that they have based on Korean and Japanese meta decks as they've had them, every single one of them on the standard deck kind of showcases, well, Grand Life here. If we go to here, every single one of them, the standard non-whale deck has you borrowing Goddess card. Now, you have to take this with a grain of salt still. We could get early updates that could change things. So you can't 100% believe this to be completely true in that respect. But there is the assumption in here that you can perma borrow Ancestors and Guides, just for the simple fact that you should, if you've been smart and playing since day one, have all these other cards. Or a decent enough replacement. So maybe you don't have Fine Motion, but you can use Mr. CB, or you can use Nakayama Fest, or some other big wit card alongside Major Romanu. But we'll talk about that after we get done with the react. Let's see what a Moment has to say on the Goddess card here.
we will be talking about,
and it is a 30-minute video. I don't know how he made this last 30 minutes to yapping about the Goddess card. There is a lot to it. And it is better than the Throne card in a lot of ways. But It is quite a long video, and as you already know, I tend to extend the length a quite decent amount because I like to make sure I am commenting on everything I'm hearing from the video and my thoughts on it. So
the
just
card,
be ready for a
and
longer video
I will
here.
talk about it now since this is going to be the next scenario card, and I have to quickly give attention on something that has had pretty much like a heated comment section in my previous video, and that being skipping the ancestor.
Oh, is his previous video a pull priority video? I need to make a new one of those as well. Ah, yep. Okay, so he did a pull priority video.
Card and just borrowing it.
Yeah, I've done a pull priority video. It's been a little bit since I've went through Grand Masters, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I said for most this is gonna be easy borrow. But that video was prior to us getting independent training. Independent training has really changed my thoughts on a lot of cards. But then again, I'm thinking about parents too when it comes to building. Because there's certain cards that are really good for parent making, which this one will continue to have value, just like Throne continues to have value right now because of independent training. A lot of people, that's not on your mind as a free-to-play. You just make work with what you got. You should be able to, in Grandmasters, get SS fairly easily, and so having cards like Throne or the Progenitors isn't going to be a difference maker in terms of rank as much, more so the skills. As we know, the PAL cards finish their chains basically or every single time versus the normal cards that don't.
Today I will be giving you pretty much my perspective on why you should not pull for this card and instead just borrow it. And of course, feel free to do whatever you want. This is just going to be a video just giving you my perspective because I know that I will not be able to pretty much convince everybody.
Yeah, you're not going to convince everyone.
Everybody.
Hey, who knows? Maybe you can convince me. Let's see. I mean, I'm kind of in that wiggle room. If anyone hasn't watched my videos on terms of how much, in terms of whaling over the next two scenarios, it's a little pricey. I mean, even for me, for how much I'm willing to spend, I'm like, man, it's kind of pricey. Because I'm buying everything on the second anniversary. Plus, it's looking like I might top up about 120 to 150,000 carats, and even that much is not enough for me to guarantee, or as closely as I can, guarantee everything that I want. Now, guarantee meaning I go to 200 pulls on every single Uma, and certain banners I have to go to 600 pulls for the support cards. Hopefully, I'm not getting red new level type of luck like that, and I don't have to spend as much, but it is getting tricky to the point that I'm having to kind of plan around some more skips in there because it's even more money than even I'd like to spend, even though I'm spending a decent amount on the game.
Has their own opinions. So yeah, before we start, pretty much I have not played the scenario itself, but I have seen the gameplay and I have seen pretty much decks that is used for champions meetings and League of Heroes for the duration of where the Ancestors card is very, very valuable in.
Well, it's valuable in all of them, but the very first CM, that's another thing I didn't mention. The very first CM, the Goddess card drops after it. Now, for us, it'll probably drop at the very end, so like right before the finals. Unless, I mean, they've seemed to have wised up to that, and they have been looking to try and prevent that, at least to a certain extent. It's not been completely the case. I mean, we saw Taiki Shuttle Speed come right at the very end of that mile CM. And so actually, Throne is, for the very first CM, the support card you will borrow to build your aces for that first CM. So to actually make, this card's only used, I think, in 2 during the whole scenario when it comes to CMs, and then 2 League of Heroes, or 3 League of Heroes and 2 CMs, or something like that. So even reduced value there.
The reason why I even made this video in this first place is simply because I have seen a comment that I found to be very interesting.
Okay, let's see. He's got a comment. That's a long comment. In my honest opinion, answer is not a borrow card. Save more. There's nothing to pull in Grand Live. Okay. People say it's good at 3 or 4 limit break for the 5. Okay, training effect is, yeah, I mean, it's not enough to warrant that you have to have it at that level, for sure. Now I will say, For independent training, that is a difference maker. We have seen that. But if we're able to get SS consistently easier in Grand Live, that might not be the case with independent training. Because if you look at Loop Accord here, I think they have it traced for Throne, and I would assume Goddess will be similar. Let me... Okay, that's not there. Don't open that. Where is Throne? Yeah, we'll just stop the recording here and restart it since we have to do a cut anyway. Let's see, where is Throne on here? What are they talking about? They had one that had them all together. That's changed. I guess maybe they shifted it around on here. Oh, oh wait, here it is. I'm just blind. Okay. All right, let me get the recording again. All right, so just taking a look at this, you can kind of get the idea for Throne. The biggest thing, one big thing we like from Throne is skill point. So it is only from MLB to Zero Limit Break, a 330 skill point difference to 400 there. And so you're losing out on 70. So Goddess card for independent training on the skill point side isn't that big of a difference. Stat-wise, not too much either. It's actually not terrible. Especially if we're very easily getting SS in Grandmasters, then you could probably get away with a low limit break Ancestors and Guides support card. Because I feel like you should be able to get UG very easily, or at least SS with a parent deck versus kind of a dedicated deck like we're having to do in Grand Live right now. And so I feel like just doing 200 pulls is good enough. And you walk away with a good enough card for building your aces, as well as now using an independent training. It has Umamusume and other things in there. So that's just good thoughts on there. Let's just get back into it here.
But I felt disagreeing with some of the stuff.
Oh, let's see the rest of this comment here. He's probably going to go through it. I don't want to read all of it. 10%. Okay. He's just going through why training effect isn't that big of a deal. Yeah, you can't borrow luxury. Yeah, one of the things is there's there's a lot of luxury cards in Grandmasters. Now you could say if you skip the Progenitors card, you can pull for one of those luxury cards, and especially if you're a small spender and you're buying the selectors, my advice is to dip your toes on one of those cards. And then using the selectors to hopefully MLB it, or at least get it to limit break 3, and then you can crystal it up to MLB if need be. You should be able to do that in every scenario if you're willing to buy the selectors. And by skipping this card, that might give you that opportunity. You have to just plan it out based on the upcoming CMs. So he mentions the luxury cards. Yep. Parent farm. Okay, he does actually... There's also parent farming too. We all going to do parents, and there's a nice nature that comes. Okay, that is a card that I love. But independent train, like I'm thinking about skipping that card through the simple fact now that independent training doesn't finish the chains easily. Now we'll have to see. We'll have to see if taking like a full harem deck really changes that at all. So I mean, it's kind of same things I'm kind of saying.
Please do not attack the person. I tried to hide their name. If you found,
don't roll on luxury card. It depends on if you care about League of Heroes or CM realistically. On some of these aren't like Chris S isn't as much of a luxury. You'll actually see it get quite a bit of use from what I can tell.
This person and make fun of them, then I will straight up like put you on mute for the channel. So please do not go after anybody. Anyways, we will go over these points later on in the video, but I have to basically
Yeah,
go
yeah.
for the
I mean,
card.
my advice for most is you skip this, and you really, I mean, people just like, that's why I do the account reviews, is you got to kind of plan out the scenarios. Like, just look at every single CM and what you're going to run on that CM, potentially, depending on the Umas you're going to pull for, and what support cards are you going to need. It takes a lot of time, but it can save you a lot of money if you're a spender, or save you from your account being bricked for that scenario. You just try and plan it out. I mean, I know it's not super easy to plan everything out, especially with them constantly now throwing things at us that change it up. Grand Live kind of is a little bit different for us because we got the second anniversary updates early outside of evolutions. So it's completely different for us. We care about power a lot more because of the changes for power. And independent training really changed things as well. It might not be as noticeable in the terms of other things, but because of the increase in quality of parent making, it has changed a lot. So who knows what we'll get early in Grandmasters that could completely shift things. There is like the stamina update where excess stamina can be converted to speed. I don't know exactly how all the mechanics work. All I know is once that thing comes out, stamina becomes even more important because not only do you need it to survive, but you also want it for speed. So things could shift. Certain cards could have their value increased or decreased based on things they give us early. We cannot completely go on what Japan and Korea had. Now we can kind of think about it and plan around it. One thing I had mentioned early was the Tosin Jordan speed card that was absolute trash in JP. Is very, very good. We're seeing a lot of people take advantage of Tosin Jordan's speed now because of straightaway recovery and breath of fresh air actually being a good heal now, which it was not for JP. So it changed. Like, things can change. There could be cards that look like absolute crap right now that get buffed. Now that's going to need theory crafting. I don't know. I have to look into what's coming with like 3rd anniversary and 4th anniversary, things they could give us early that could elevate the value of certain cards.
Itself. The Ancestors card is pretty much going to be the card that you are going to be using in Grandmasters once this card comes out. This card does not come out for the first Champions meeting of Grandmasters for some whatever reason. However, it comes out on the 2nd for the Grandmasters. Don't ask me why. The Champions meeting where this scenario will come out.
It's better than Throne. Throne came out at the last second. This one, you'll miss one CM with it.
It's going to be 103,200 meters, which is going to be a very interesting CM, considering this is a group card, but it is what it is. Essentially, we have a lot to go over here. They have speed, stamina, and power bonus, 3 excellent stats, and they are all actually at like their full value at limit break 1. At limit break max limit break, essentially you get the highest amount of friendship bonus and also 10% training effectiveness. The training effectiveness aspect is why a lot of people have debate, oh, it's only 10% training effect.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Lightburb show the math on that, though, and the difference it can make, so...
It's not going to equate to that much. Later on, I will talk about it more, and of course, the friendship bonus is a very important factor, and as for the unique effect, it gets 10% friendship bonus and 15% mood effect when the bond gauge is full, and 1 skill point bonus alongside of it. So overall, very fantastic, and you should try to max this bond gauge very fast because this card will give you a lot of power once they are
it's a
able
very, very
to
good
get
card.
to their max bond. As for the skills, they provide a lot, and I mean a lot of skills.
Yeah, like this is one of the reasons, because I want to be able to pair it with Throne is ultimately why I want it. Throne's very good for medium corners. Like, medium corners is a very easy skill to now get built into your parent chains just from the simple... Now, it's not that hard of a skill to get versus something like mile corners, which this one has, although it's on a random event, so you're not going to always get it like you will with the other ones. But this one's very, like, just overall pretty good for parent making to just have generically in your deck at all times. because these will just randomly show up because of it.
Ramp up, sprint corners, long straightaways, corner adept, mild corners, medium corners, straightaway adept. Umastan, you also still have productive.
Now, Umastan's guaranteed.
Countermeasure, deep breath, divine speed, all have got, 777 and high speed. High speed and divine speed are the exclusive skill for this card. Just know that this is a good.
It's not exclusive. High speed is on other cards. Divine speed's exclusive. Now high speed is one that'll be nice when you're using this because you'll be using the gold, so you'll be able to get it built into your parents fairly decently. Now when you do look at high speed, when I'm kind of dependent, like trying to determine the best skills that kind of get built into my parents and grandparents, or my great grandparents ultimately for future CMs, I look at what are some of the meta cards coming out and how accessible is this skill when I can no longer easily get it. So this skill will easily get divine speed every single run with Grand and Grandmasters because of this card. But after that, if you want it, you get high speed off Duramante, which good speed card for your backliner, enclosures primarily. Or if ever Guts, a meta card everybody will be pulling for because she's on a PAL card banner. Simply Rudolph, a good backliner one. That one's not a meta that I know of. Could be. I don't really know of her being super meta. Tamamo Cross is super meta power card. Everybody will get from pulling. And then you have the God tier Forever Young that came out not that long ago. Super strong wit card. So you can decently. A lot of people are going to pull in the Duramante banner just for the simple fact that one's also paired with, I think, Satono Diamond Wit, and we get free pulls on it. So it'll become a little bit more accessible not too long after this card falls off. So not as important of a skill to get into your parents and grandparents, but also still, it doesn't hurt being a PAL card, and you're not always going to be using those cards. Now, there are some better ones, that like the scenario ones that you want to prioritize over it. But still a decent one to pick up, and everything else in here is great.
As for the events, it's very similar to Throne, where you have a very limited amount of dates. This is only about 5 dates. You have Dele Arabian, which gives you guaranteed straightaway adept and Umastan, which means
very
that
good
for the pace, late, and end closers.
Yep. No more jobber. Well, okay, the jobbers might not have it because they're jobbers. But, yeah, it's just like right now, everybody's got See You Later because Light Hello gives it. Everybody will have Umastan in Grandmasters. Everyone will also have Firm Course Menace because it comes from the scenario alongside In Body and Mind.
Even front runners, you can put Umastan. For fronts, it's a early game skill that helps you beat the other front runners. As for the other strategies, it helps you break out of pace down mode. So, very good skill. Then we have Barley Torque. She gives you deep breath and all I have got. 2 decent skills. And then we have Godolphin Barb. Productive Flan is a very good skill. Countermeasure is not something that I wouldn't probably pick, but it has the effect where it will heal all negative status effects. So if you get Slacker, you get Practice Poor, you get I don't know, like migraines, then you can just heal it.
Narita Taishin Enjoyers. I mean, I'll just put it that way. Narita Taishin, gonna love this card. You get some of your mood back, and if I'm not mistaken, we probably will get the buff for Narita Taishin where her event's not as bad on the mood down, because I think it goes from a 3 mood down to a 2. And this one, right off the bat, giving you 1 mood back, plus healing the negative condition. Basically, this one event fixing basically all of her problems when that happens. It's super good for her. And Narita Taishin continues to be very good. And this card will make her even better. I know a lot of people got used to not having to deal with her event in Trackblazer, and now she kind of feels bad in Grand Live. This by itself will make her a lot better.
Will be extremely powerful. And then on the final date, you get the exclusive skill that is going to be Divine Speed, and then you, of course...
Now, you might have the problem in that it's like Throne. You want to finish it kind of quickly so you can get these going. But you are... Like, I think timing-wise, it's going to be similar where you do it right before the second summer. I don't know the exact play style in this scenario. But I'm pretty sure this one is usable before or during Taishin there. Because this one, I believe you want to force this for the second summer, so you have
Are
plenty of
able
time.
to perform friendship training once you get pure passion, prodigies, and guides. So essentially, this is the exact same as Team Sirius and Throne card in terms of effect. You are able to friendship train, and of course, that is very powerful. As for the other stuff that you can get, stuff like ramp up is very good. You can also get the option between going for corner adept, mild corners, or medium corners. You also have the option to go for.
I mean, in this one, you can use an independent training. You can tell it which one to basically go for. You just, in that little area where you tell the skills, you just make sure you have only one of these ones, and which, depending on what you need, you go for mile corners or medium corners.
Or sprint corners, long straightaways, 777s, and by the way, dating before the first year event is actually like very good. On the start of the second year event, if you are dating with the Ancestors card, essentially you get.
I mean, it's your run's dead if you don't get. That's a lot. Big energy. That you get the hint for discount.
3 hint levels for high speed, and that makes divine speed much cheaper, which of course is very very good. As for this portion, I don't really want to talk about the scenario mechanics itself. The reason is because this scenario is actually quite complex, but just.
Yeah, I mean, it's the scenario link mechanic. This is why you can't use Throne when it drops. Throne is the card you use until this one drops. But it's these are the little fragments that you use to like create these little stones that give you a crap ton of stats. That's all you need to know. I mean, I'll be making a video on it. I haven't played through it, and I've only watched it and seen it and have a general understanding of it. But until I actually like play through it and get a real good feel for it, like I did with Grand Live, I wouldn't want to try and explain how it works. Just know, Light Hello, when you click Light Hello, she gives you the random tokens for buying your songs in that shop. This is giving you these fragments. Then you get to pick which one you want. Just like on Throne, I think you had an option, but it was only stats. You get to pick one of the fragments you want, and depending on what you need here, you pick whatever. And so, very, very good mandatory card to use for that alone. It's why it makes it. It's why it's better than Throne too.
When you are training with the Ancestors card, you will have pretty much fragments that you get from them. The top option gives you red, and then the middle option gives you blue, and the bottom option gives you yellow. Just know that these are going to be very important, and I think they might matter the same, if not more, than Light Hello's 20 tokens when you are training with her. So yeah, that is something that you should really focus on. It's very powerful, and again, yeah. I don't really.
I mean, the like you can kind of see, you can look at the little pyramid here and how many you're needing to get up here. And that's one whole filled slot. I think it's like the equivalent of it's kind of like Hello's worth an entire turn. I think it's about the same value, to a certain extent. I don't know the scenario enough to know, but that's how much you need. And these will give a lot.
Itself right now, because this is still like 3 months away. Oh boy, I hope this is okay to talk about. This is going to be the first.
Hey, it's okay to talk about because I'm talking about it too. As you're about to talk about theirs, you can always react to other people's comments and stuff.
Time where I tackle something like this, but this is pretty much the debate. This comment says that Ancestors is not a borrow card, and just save more. There's nothing to pull for Grand Life right now. You should spend 200 and go for one limit break on the Grandmasters.
I mean, I already disagree with that part. There's plenty to pull on Grand Life. Everything is skippable. But, I mean, one, you have your Oshi pullers. Number two, you have people that are, like, they like a specific position. And, like, if you like front runners and you want to be a front runner, big front runner player, you have Ines Fujin Valentine's. You have Kita-san Black New Year's. If you like, there's a lot of, like niche, but still not more important than niche stuff to get. That there's plenty to pull for in Grand Life. It's just everything is skippable in certain contexts, which for a lot of people you could skip most of it. But there are like one or two things you might want to pick up. The biggest thing is just making sure you're ready for Major Ramanu. And Major Ramanu is going to eat those carrots right before her. And then you have Mihono Bourbon Wit right after the goddess card.
And you will be much better. I don't agree with this, but again, I will talk about my points. People say it's only good at
go one limit. You're not guaranteed limit break 1 in 200 pulls. That's the first thing. And to me, not worth a crystal. No. If you don't get it, that just sucks. You just kind of have to deal with it.
3 limit break and 4 limit break for the 5% and 10%. That is correct. But the difference is so minuscule. I don't think the difference is so minuscule. Due to the specialty priority, you have an 18% chance of it appearing on any training. I think the chance is actually 18.2%. I think that is it. It's like 100 over 550. That is pretty much like the number that it generates. Most, if not all, the cards are 15 to 20% training effectiveness. Kitasan Black, Fan Motion, Creek, Measure Ramon.
Yeah, so he's talking all the other big ones.
So on average, the training already has about 20% training effectiveness. Okay, that is a fair point.
I mean, but it's not. It's not got. What do you call it? Having more, it's not like you're getting less value the higher it gets. As we can see in Grand Live, when it starts snowballing that training not training, but friendship bonus from getting like more training effectiveness is always good. It just makes the number unless you're getting 100, the max stat, then that's when you don't need any more. When you hit 100 and you can't get any more, okay, you got plenty. But now we have all the other scenario mechanics that adds more stats on top of the 100. And we're not even getting close to those levels anyway, where that training effectiveness would be useless. So it still has value there. There's no
an additional
diminishing returns on it.
Training effectiveness is about 4 to 8% output per tap. Where if you trained with ancestors because the training effectiveness is additive, it suffers from diminishing returns. That could be correct, but
I don't think it's got diminishing to that level. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'd have to look. I don't think it has diminishing returns to that extent, because it's. I mean, it could be right. I'm pretty sure it's multiplicative in that. That's why as it starts like you see it start stacking up, the numbers get bigger and bigger quite quickly. I mean, it's why you could see why you saw massive numbers in Trackblazer when you added a bunch from the items.
It's like, how did you...
Because you were adding, what was it, 50% from the ankles? I believe it was 50% from the ankles. Then if you had the big friendship bonus, and then you had more training, like it all just stacked and you just got those massive hits. So I don't think it's diminishing unless you're hitting the cap.
We go from death to 1.8 to 1.6.
I don't know. I would have to see Light Burb's video on that. I could be wrong in what the equation is, so don't take my word for that. I'm just, from what I understand, it's to me,
final stat output
not going to diminish at that level, like he's saying.
I think this is not correct. The events, I don't really count events because like it's so minuscule at like between difference.
Well, I get it. Yeah, easy. I'm not saying that it's different, or I'm not saying that 50% is way bigger than 5 to 10. I'm just saying it's not diminishing in the sense that 10%, your first 10% is not worth more than your second 10%. It's not like every 10% is equally as valuable. If the 10% is adding 5 speed, then every new 10% is adding 5 speed. If it had diminishing returns, you would say the first 20% adds 5 to 10 speed, then the next 20% only adds 3 speed, and then the next 20% only adds 2 speed. Like, it diminishes the value. I don't think it works like that. And that the ankles from Trackblazer kind of showed that with how massive it was. If it was diminishing returns, you just wouldn't get as much value out of it.
Between all like PAL cards, so I just don't really talk about it that often. Because of its random after training effect, I'll be generous and give it 2 to 3% final.
'Cause, yeah, you were wasn't it 100? You were getting over 100 because it was 60% from a megaphone and 50% from the ankle. So you were getting 110. So it was massive. And so it did not diminish. So you're not getting diminishing returns. It's basically what I'm trying to get at.
Output increase. I don't agree with this. This is the part why I actually made the video. But for what cost?
Okay, I wonder what Momin's thoughts are on this. Because I'm going to guess he's on the same opinion as me for free-to-plays. There's a lot of luxury cards that are long-term value that you will use decently enough to pull for. KS Miracle, I know, is a big one in there. Where you'll see it pop up all over the place because it's just that random. If you like your pace chasers, that's a very good luxury card, especially if you're a light spender and willing to use selectors to top it up a little bit. I don't even know if that one needs dupes. But saving the pulls from Goddess does allow you to pull one of these luxuries, and then you can use the luxury while borrowing the Goddess card.
You can borrow luxury borrows. Major McQueen Stamina, Gold City Guts, Daiichi Ruby Power, Jungle Pocket Speed for backliners that could not.
Okay, Pokey Speed is by no means a must-have in any means. Good card, not a must-have. There's like no big must-haves. As long as you have the core deck, you can get away with like all the CMs and even League of Heroes. You only are caring about like having that meta deck for high ranking in League of Heroes, which is Whale Wars. I mean, I'm going to push hard on it, but I'm spending a lot of money to do that. If you've watched me look at my pull calculator and how much I'm going to have to spend just through Grandmasters, yeah, don't worry about, just get your Platinum 4 in League of Heroes unless you want to spend a lot of money. By no means must have.
Pull hard. I will go back into this portion specifically. Bourbon Wit for non-bourbon mains to large.
But yeah, then again, I got you. Yeah, I got you. To me, I'm of the opinion if you do pull on it, even zero limit break is usable. 100% zero limit break is usable for free to plays if you're unlucky in that respect. I have gotten more into the opinion of pulling for it just because you have more value than just using it for your aces, but also independent training. I mean, that has elevated its value. The hardest part though is Major Romanu is right before it. So I'm of the opinion you do 400 pulls on Major Romanu. Is anyone going to have 600 pulls by that point to pull on her and then pull on the Goddess card? Now you only need 500 because we're getting 100 on Major Romanu for free. But will you have after Major Romanu the 200 pulls for Goddess card?
Best stat stick you currently don't have on your deck. Bourbon Wit and League of Heroes, that is a fair point. But are you saying frontrunner LARPers? So somebody that is not playing frontrunner has their main strategy, use frontrunners. Just a question. Do you you have to pull for frontrunner characters? You know that? Like you have to pull for Valentine Anies Fusion. You also have to have Valentine Mihono Bourbon. Kita-san Black New Year version in the first League of Heroes.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the first League of Heroes, he's correct here. He's looking at... Okay, so he's definitely looking at something like this. If you care about League of Heroes, Kita-san New Year's, Bourbon, Valentine's, or Ines Fusion Valentine's, Neo Universe kind of being the other big one here. You could make like vodka work. This is like your main core. I'm guessing Tokai Teo, since we'll have evolutions, will also be very strong. Because her evolutions are very good for her. And this is where you start seeing the whale decks come out. You're going to want Muteki Guts as your main borrow. You'll want Goddess card. You'll want Mihono, Bourbon, Wit, and Major Romanu. You're getting wrecked. You are getting wrecked if you want to be the whale to try and get in the top 96. But, look, I mean, this is what they have for JP in Korea on your... You should have Agnes Tachyon speed. if you're running front runners, you should have a Summer Maru Zenki. Everybody has Haru Urara Guts, Fine Motion, any of the strong wit cards. Mr. CB, Nakayama Festa. It doesn't have to be Fine Motion. You just need a stat stick wit there. Major Romanu, you should be pulling for it. You can borrow Goddess card. This will get you to Plat 4, which I don't even think we get Plat 4 in the first League of Heroes anyway. I think there's only the first Platinum, which is Plat 1. You get more carrots if you reach Plat 4, but the actual title is stupidly easy to get. I don't think they actually added the Platinum 4 title until Lark, and they never retroactively added that. They retroactively added the top 96 title, which if you're not a whale, you're not getting that. Like, even with my spending, it'll be very, very hard for me to get it.
You're
So,
pulling on
don't worry too much about that in that respect.
3 characters just to play League of Heroes competitively. If you are not maining front runners, I don't think you should try to go for the top 96 for League of Heroes. Just give up. Don't go for that. That's so expensive. Even for
Yeah, do not, if you're not spending, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just worry about getting the title, the Platinum title, and that's it. That's all. Like, it's just going to be super hard. They're not adding, they don't add the other rank titles until, at least in the JP side, they just added them like 2 League of Heroes ago, and they did not retroactively add anything other than the top 96.
that plays front runner main will probably not push for the top 96 top positions. Most of the reward is at Platinum 4, and like you can reach Platinum 4 with most of these strategies. I would not recommend you to pull on front runner characters solely for the reason of League of Heroes if you are a free to play player, but that is just me. So that is the point. Like, if you have the characters, Bourbon Whip part makes sense, but I don't agree with the other cards. Okay, moving on. For 200 pulls, you are free to borrow whatever you want for skills or for stats, which is a better position to be in than using suboptimal cards because you borrow ancestors. I will go about that later. There's also parent farming too. I guess this is a fair point. He's talking
Yep, okay, he's got it. Yeah, that's the big
about
one.
nice nature power.
Now, he's talking about it from Nice Nature Power, which to me is more of a manual card, unless we can prove otherwise that by doing like more of a harem deck, you can finish these chains quicker, which if that's the case, Nice Nature Power, very, very good card. As long as you could consistently finish the gold skill on it.
This is a very good power card, but I tried auto on Grandmasters. I can definitely say you don't need to parent farm on Grandmasters. I know there is the blessing skills. Just wait a bit. There will be people that will farm it. You just borrow from them after we are done with Grandmasters. Trust me when I say this. You don't need to pull on ancestors so that you can use auto with Grandmasters.
Oh, yeah, auto doesn't need it. It doesn't need it. The whole reason I support it is it finishes the chains. You get so many more skills. It finishes the chains. You get a lot more skill points. But that's a whale strategy. You don't need it. And Grandmasters, you should get SS without it.
Card just so that you can borrow Nice Nature Power. I think for the most part, you don't really need the blessing skills just day one because they will be available in the Grandmaster scenario. And after 4 months, there will be parents that just have these blessing skills. So you don't really need to use like the Ancestors card in Grandmaster parenting with auto so that you just get the blessing skills. I don't really agree with this take also, but let's move on. Like the opportunity cost for a flexible borrow slot for stats or for skills significantly outweighs the Ancestors 2 to 3% final stat output, that I genuinely do not think it's worth it to use Ancestors as a borrow card. Okay, this is a point. This is his point. I'm going to evaluate my point and give it my perspective.
What? Oh, when did it come? Get an email on it. 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, well, I just had the rest of my stuff for my work computer just arrived in the mail. Alright, let's take a break here on this for though. My parent run finished. Let's see. So I left you in silence. My mistake. Alright, let's get the parents. We got our Uma stand, we got after school stroll. Enclosure corners. Medium corners, straightaways. Spurts useless. Straightaway recovery, yeah. Oh, hey, Rushing Gale. Perfect skill. I mean, we'll take it for rank. I do not think I'll be getting SS. We'll see. What are the stats? I don't know. We'll see here. Oh my god, we barely got it. Holy crap. Power medium. Medium straight, medium corners, tether, groundwork. Oh, perfect. Exactly what I need. I need to actually end closer spark now that I'm thinking of it. It needs to be end closer, not medium. Garbage. At least I know I can get SS on her with Rico. Worked.
これからも頂点に向かって共に歩んでほしい。
Got a dog in here. Let me get the mute button. Let's finish this video. I am not even halfway through this thing. Holy crap. I don't know if we're gonna... How long have I been yapping? Holy crap. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish. Alright, let me start recording again. Get us back to the browser. Putting money on all polls because 90 polls, 0 SSR. I would not be dumping polls unless you can go to 200 on anything. Unless you do daily paid. That's about it. That's just my opinion, though. Let's get it going. Alright, I'm back here. Had to go grab and take care of something real quick. We'll just get right back into this. We are halfway through this video. Man, this one's definitely looking like I may go 3 times, maybe. I've done 3 times the length before. I'll try and hopefully get through this a little bit quicker. Maybe we don't have to see the rest of the video. And it looks like he does start talking about cards. As you can see here, I can see Nice Nature Power. We don't need, Gold City, Guts. We're not going to go into those. We'll actually stop probably around here. I can make my own argument.
Luxury cards like Key S Miracle, Cross S, Daiichi Rupee Power, and so on and so forth. They are all horrendous cards training-wise and should only be considered as borrows even if they are near full power at 1 limit break. This is the most questionable part because for me what I'm reading is that essentially he is going to pull on 1 limit break Ancestors card. and he's going to borrow a maximum break of a card that has a horrendous training value. So like this part is like, I think,
Uh,
contradicting a bit of what he's saying above. You if you know what I mean, because 10% training effectiveness is more than a card that has horrible training values, which is not the case, by the way. Because if Chaos Miracle Guts just goes on a speed training, you're getting a lot more power than you think. So that is something that I don't really agree with too.
I mean, the thing is, a lot of those luxury cards are primarily, like, you're not bringing them because the card's amazing stat-wise or anything. You're bringing it just like Daichi Ruby for the current Mile. Daichi Ruby power sucks to use. It feels terrible. That's why when I kind of reacted to the Victoria Frontier versus Lightburb thing, I agreed with Lightburb to his extent on using it because that's how you're going to build the strongest ace. But you're trying to high roll with that card. You're trying to get that really, really high roll on speed. You still need to max speed. You still want to get your high wit. You want to get your power, of course, as high as possible. Daichi Ruby is there primarily for her gold skill. If you could get that gold skill on a speed card, you'd absolutely take the speed card over the power card. That's going to be the same thing with any of those other cards. You're not taking it for the stats, and they're there to get the high roll to give you the best chance of winning. And ultimately, the high roll matters the most in the League of Heroes. So as you can see here, for example, we just look at the first one, where you're going to want to borrow, well, at least the whale deck, based on the scent, you're borrowing Muteki, but in order to be able to borrow Muteki for Killer Tunes, as it states specifically, you're borrowing this card for Killer Tunes. Outside of that, Guts Urara is better because it has skill point bonus, while Muteki Guts does not. But in order to be able to borrow this card, if you don't have it yourself, you need to have your Major Romanu, which you should. You need to have your Goddess card, which you either borrow it or you should have it if you pull for it. And you need to have Mihono, Bourbon, Wit. Guess what? These three are like back to back to back. There's like only one support card between each one of these. And unless you're spending money, free-to-plays don't have a chance at getting this. Now, free-to-plays have a very good chance at having this. And you'll see the same thing amongst the CMs as well. Grandmasters, here's a front-runner example in Grandmasters for the medium 2000 Nakayama. So the whale deck wants you to have... Why does it have... Oh, is this the first one? Okay, this is the very first one. So this one has you using Throne because it's the very first CM. But then you're borrowing Muteki, borrowing Twin Turbo. This would be Goddess card if it was available for the first one. But if you look at 24, you're borrowing McQueen Stamina as it's the 3200 Tenno Spring. She is slightly better than Super Creek in the fact that her heal only works on longs, but not only does it heal like Swinging Maestro, it gives you a speed increase. But in order to do that, one, you have to have the rest of, you have to, of course, have your Major Romanu here. You need to have your Goddess card. Now, this whale deck's going crazy. This is wanting you to bring Agnes Tachyon for speed bonus, and then you're using Tokai Teo. Now, you could kind of move this around and say, if you have Goddess card yourself, you could borrow Tokai Teo and then use Agnes Tachyon and have a not a full whale deck, but like a dolphin deck. But as you can see, it's buying you the flexibility for these cards down here. So this one, and I'm only looking at front runners. You got the same case on the back enders. So this is the Mile one. Here's one where Narita Taishin's really strong again, coming back to that Tokyo 1600. If you remember the last one, she was really strong. This one, you want to be able to borrow Daichi Ruby for Lightning Surge, which is where you would have Goddess card. If you don't do that, then you'll do Leap Forward. And this will be one of those cases where you just follow Victoria Frontier's advice. Just build Leap Forward into your parents and don't use a power card. Instead, you use Guts Urara. Or in this case, instead of being able to borrow Taiki Shuttle Speed, you're borrowing the Guts card or the Goddess card. Right now, we're basically in this scenario right now. Everybody's borrowing Taiki Shuttle Speed for Mile Maven. If you don't have Goddess card, you're not able to. You're instead just having to borrow Goddess, and you just go without it and instead get production processing. So that is what it's buying you. Is it really good? Yes. Is it worth 200 pulls when there's only CM25, CM26, and I think 27? We are in Lark, and Goddess card is dead. Goddess card is completely dead at this point. So 2 CMs. And then 2 League of Heroes. League of Heroes 2. League of Heroes 2 is a sprint. And this one's like Pace Chaser Sprint. This one is... now, there is a card that I personally really like. It's not very good for CMs. But people that like consistency will like it. Aston, Matcha, and Wit. I'm absolutely pulling this card. But as you can see, this one, if you're not willing to go like crazy, if you're not willing to go crazy whale, I mean, you can just don't even worry about this one. Just build your normal meta deck right here. Just build this one, you're good to go. This one's super expensive. Same thing with League of Heroes 1. Don't worry about League of Heroes. Just focus on CMs, unless you're a whale when it comes to your pulls. Or you're like me and you really want to shoot for that top 96 and you're willing to sacrifice on CM quality of cards to have quality of cards for League of Heroes, because they both have differences in what cards are strong and which ones are not.
So let's dissect it in my the training effectiveness portion, but essentially
Use Link Scenario? Yeah, Goddess card is Link Scenario. Goddess card, that last one was Lark. The one we looked at was Lark. She dies when Lark drops because that has a new pal card. Yeah, CM 28. 28 or is it 27? Yeah, this one is in Lark. So this is the Link one, whatever her Satake.
Website called Uma.guide. This is a very good website. It lets you put other cards and see the values. I use it a lot with other cards, and I essentially found out which cards have very good effects with other cards. Which cards seem good.
And what I'm getting at, and what you're probably seeing with this, is if you've been playing since day one or been playing for quite a while, you should have like the core deck that allows you to borrow Goddess card. And the only reason that we're saying it's a skippable one versus like what Light Hello was and what my Satake is going to be for Lark is the fact that this was a very bad banner in JP. They dropped Super Meta Major Romanu right before it, and she's by herself. Goddess card banner absolutely sucks. It had a lot of backlash from JP on it, and this is why every single future PAL card got paired with a very good meta card. You have Speed Alcondor Pasa, Guts Orfever, Power Nishino Flower, Speed Almond Eye Speed, Forever Young Wit. They're all paired with the new scenario card, so it doesn't feel bad to pull. Like, I mean, you can think about it from the Grand Live. Unless you got really unlucky, pulling for Light Hello didn't feel bad because Agnes Tachyon Speed was there. And Agnes Tachyon Speed is probably one of the weakest cards paired with a PAL card coming out in the future. Alcondor Speed is the Kita-san Black replacement. Orfever Guts is a massively good Guts card. Nishino Flower Power is when power cards come back very, very strong. Almond Eye Speed, of course, another power creep to the Alcondor Pasa Speed. Forever Young Wit, crazy, stupidly strong Wit card that outclasses everything else. Every future PAL card banner after the Goddess card is going to feel very good to pull on, in the sense that you're at least getting value out of another meta card. The Goddess card is not like that. This one was a complete, it blindsided JP. JP got screwed on the Throne card. You gotta think of it from the JP perspective. They got screwed on Throne. They threw out Throne, a super meta card that lasted 1 CM for them. Then they had the Light Hello Agnes Tachyon Speed, which was, oh yeah, this is really, really good. They learned their lesson. Then they dropped Major Romanu as the new scenario banner. That was the thing. Major Romanu was the first banner of the scenario. So that's the one they got the 300 pulls on. So they dumped all their pulls on that banner and then got screwed 2 weeks later when the Goddess card dropped and they were all broke. Well, I get that Throne's good for independent training. I'm talking from them JP's perspective. They are like Cygames is making a lot of good decisions on the global side. On the global side for us, they are like independent training made Throne good. Independent training will make Goddess card good, and we got to see. Who knows what else they'll change? They very well could change these banners. I highly doubt it, but they could. And if they were smart and they wanted to not have the same backlash JP had, they could combine Major Romanu and Goddess card on a single banner. It's not going to happen, but if they wanted a lot of goodwill, at least with global, that's what they would do.
On paper, but
Highly
actually
unlikely,
give you
though.
lower output. This is URA Finale numbers, level 5 training facility on speed. Grandmasters give you more stats compared to URA Finale, but that setting is not here, so we're just using URA Finale. This is max limit break Throne, and this is 1 limit break Throne. If we go over here, we have 35 as opposed to 32. If we divide it by each other, that is about an increase of relatively about like a 7 to 8% chance. So yeah, that is like somewhat noticeable, but not that big. For the power, it's essentially 2 power, which is essentially is 10% difference, which of course is in line with the 10% training effectiveness with the Ancestors card, and the SP bonus is the same. Once you factor in the friendship, however, the difference widens. Now instead of it being 3 speed difference, it becomes 5 speed difference, and the power difference becomes to 3. And then there's a difference in skill points. I'm just going to give you this as a point.
Yeah, and this adds up. I mean, Lightburb is shown in the math with like Agnes Tachyon, Speed, Light Hello. Similarly, you can expect something like this to hit like 3 to 5 times per run on a god run or a really good run, maybe 7+ times, which is the runs that actually matter are those god runs. That's the one thing I could say I disagree with Lightburb on. Lightburb does the math and shows the median values or the average or the mean. So on average, it should hit 3 times. And you're like, well, this is the amount you're going to get on average. I don't care about what I'm getting on average. What is the difference when I have that really good high roll run and I get it 7 times? Well, now on speed, if it's a 5 difference and I get it 7 times to line up like this, that's 35 stats. And then 7 skill points and 21 power. And that's just with speed. This card will land on other things too. So on a god run, you might be getting like, I don't know, 10, 15 plus, more than that, where it's lining up, and that can add up to 100 plus stats just from Limit Break 1 to MLB. So it is a big difference. But it is definitely not mandatory. Like I'm talking, this is talking from like the super high roll that people like me, as you've seen, will do 100 to 200 runs to get it. For your average player that's getting the average run, an average roll, missing out on like the 30 skill points from average is not going to be a make or break, realistically compared to, as we've seen with the competition in CMs. So it is copable at Limit Break 1. Unless you're going for that god tier Uma that's going to win 95+% of the runs, it is negligible to a certain extent on the average. But the high roll, it can really make a big difference.
This is like disrespecting Throne, because odds are you will have like Summer Marazensky and Kita-san Black sometimes on a lucky training, and then you have Ancestors. Their value increases by a lot because this card has friendship training, so the friendship training value increases skyrocketingly by a lot once you essentially get that alongside other cards. About the specialty priority portion,
yeah, he's going to do the same thing as Lightburb. I think this is going to be a good stopping point because I think he's hit many of the big points. I don't like I do like seeing the averages, as that's what Lightburb talks about. But high roll is not average. If you're going for that top of the bell curve, that's what ultimately matters. When it comes to looking at the difference, you want the top of the bell curve because that's the run that you're going to keep and bring into the CM. You're not going to take your middle of the bell curve ROM. You're not going to take the bottom of your bell curve. You're going to take the top of the bell curve. And so averages and stuff like that and percentages and using these, it's all good in that, but it's not always completely accurate to the high roll. And he's gonna go more into the math on it and show. And then he goes into he's going into the other luxury cards. We have like Jungle Pocket.
So
We have McQueen Stamina. Mihono Bourbon Wit's probably the biggest difference maker because Gold Groundwork is super strong, but it is a frontrunner specific. Jungle Pocket Speed is very easy skip. I would not even worry about that one. You got El Condor Speed right around the corner. This is a parent specific card with independent training. Not going to be as valuable because it does not like to finish chains in independent training. And yeah, holy crap, he yaps about that a lot. And then KS Miracle Limit Break 1. KS Miracle is 1, and I think she's probably the best primed support card for selectors. Because she lasts a long time. But she's very niche. And the only reason I mean she lasts a long time is you'll see her popping up randomly as a meta card, even like 3 or 4 scenarios later, simply because she's the last card that has neck and neck for your pace chasers. And you just bring her as a cope for neck and neck, not because she's a good stat stick. And she has guts and initial power on the bottom, so you can kind of cope with it to a certain extent there. And that's what he's kind of going into there. He's basically saying why you can just borrow Ancestors and Guides, especially if you've been playing since day one, because you should have the core decks, which is really this one, if you've been playing since day one, for every single one of these. And these are very flexible. Fine Motion is by no means a must-have anymore. She's just the main card that most people will have because she was the big wit card to pull for. But if you have Mr. CB, Nakayama Festa, Kurin Chan Wit, there's so many random good wit cards that have dropped now that'll work just as good as Fine Motion. Unless, of course, you need Speed Star specifically for your pace chasers, that you will have the core deck and thus can survive borrowing the Goddess card. And you see this in like Henry Handsome's guide right here. They show this is the deck that you use if you're borrowing or you have to borrow Goddess card. And it's just basically your core deck. Kita-san Black, Agnes Tachyon, if you need stamina, Super Creek, Fine Motion is your wit, Major Romanu is your other wit. That is the deck. That is all there is to it. Very simple. That's going to be it for my react. We're not going to watch the rest of the video because it was like another 15 minutes. This video is already long enough. But that's my thoughts on the Goddess card. I will be making my own poll priority video again and kind of go through every card through Grandmasters again based on the changes we've had, as well as kind of doing it alongside my new player poll priorities video as well. I need to get another one of those out, especially as we're getting ready to get to the Summer Marizensky banner. Because at this point, if you're a new player coming in now and you've missed the Light Hello and Agnes Tachyon banner, I mean, now you're just re-rolling to get yourself situated for Grandmasters because you're kind of dead on arrival in Grand Live if you're brand new. You just need to learn the game and play the open league instead of graded league. But that'll be it for now for this. And if you like my content, if you could like, comment, subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching. All right, that was a very long yap session on it. We're going to do polls in Nikkei real quick, and then I got to get all my computer stuff set up for my work stuff tomorrow, and then we're going to raid someone. But I thought we'd do a little bit of gambling real quick before that. Let me get some volume going here, though. Wait, one second. We'll make this poll video as well. Why not? We're gambling. Oh, come on. Gotta switch this over. Now, this is going to be real quick. We're not going to spend a lot of time here. I just need to do polls. I know people like watching gambling. And they just came out with the new Persona character. We only need one copy of her.
I look
Only
forward
one
to
copy.
welcoming the morning with you.
Oh, no, I need to go to the polls. You got it. I got the first one in my first 10 poll. I got the first one in my first 10 poll. I've got so many polls, though. I mean... But yeah, it only took a single 10 pull to get her. If I get super lucky again, we're going to do some standard pulls. Umamusume needs this goddamn banner. Umamusume needs a standard banner. Swear to God, it'd be so good. They do add the rotating ones, but those ones are trash because they're using your premium currency. They need standard pulls. Let's go ahead and make this video real quick since I need to get off here. Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video we're going to be doing some polls in Nikke here as the next character for the Persona collab Yukino has dropped. And so I'll be going ahead and polling on her. Now if you've seen my last one, I did get Makoto. I never played Persona, so I don't know all these characters. I got her in a single 10 pull. And so we're hoping we can do this again. For those who are not familiar with this and only really watch me for Umamusume, but are watching this just for the gambling, they have 4% pull rate, so 1% higher than Umamusume, and it's 50-50 for your non-Pilgrim units. Pilgrim are like your better units in the game. So 50-50, 2% chance. There is no guarantee after you lose a 50-50. It's basically just like Umamusume. Everything's exactly the same in that respect. Other than their pity clover type with the gold tickets actually is way better. Because in Nikke, their pity or their clover equivalent lets you just outright buy the character. So you can stockpile pity and just buy the characters rather than pulling for them. But I got 345 pulls here, and then this is like another 150 or 200 or whatever. And so we're going to see how quickly we can get her. Hopefully we don't blow through all of my pulls here. Oh, Shadow, what would I need standard pulls for? Here's why I would want the standard pulls. Nikke has a wish list. So I pick what I want. So just imagine in Umamusume if I could put all the support cards that I want specifically. So I could put, hey, I want Muteki Power, I want Kawakami Princess Speed, I want this. And then I pull and I'm guaranteed to get something off this band. Like, I'm guaranteed to get something from here, nothing else. Now, in Umamusume, as time goes on and more crap get added into the pool, it's very hard to just randomly get good cards. So, I would love to have something like the wish list. They do add something like that in Umamusume, but not anytime soon, and they're all bad value. Actually, I probably should just restart the video since I got yapping too much about Uma. Alright, let's just try one more time. I need to not talk too much Uma. This isn't an Uma video. Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video we're going to be doing some more polls on Nikke here for the next unit for the Persona collab Yukino. Hoping to get the same luck that I had with the other banner here with Makoto. I got her in a single 10 pull here. And so we're going to hope we just pull off the same thing here. For those unfamiliar with the rates here, it's 4% to get a character with 2% to get the rate up for just your normal characters. 1% for Pilgrim units, which the collabs never are. And so there is no guarantee. You just keep pulling until you get it. If you never get it, you do have their pity tickets right here, which I can then use to just outright buy her if I want to. I'm not going to do that. There's no way I blow through over 500 pulls, hopefully. when it has a 2% chance to pull. Please don't blow through 500 pulls for a 2% rate. Alright, this is an Umamusume. I'm way luckier in this game for some reason, even though they throw more pulls at you. Alright, let's just get her. 110 pull, right? I love 4%. Umamusume needs to move up to 4% rates. Oh, I got one. 50-50. This, oh my god, am I gonna get another one in a 10 pull? Dude, if I get both of them in 10 pulls on this banner, there's no way. I'll know it's them if it says anomaly. If it says anomaly on the character, it means I got her.
Don't you know? What are you?
Or is it anomaly? It says something. I think it's anomaly. It's not her. Oh, we lost the 50-50. I'm not that lucky. Okay, so that's garbage. That's garbage. All right. I'm not that lucky. Man, that would have been great. That would have been great. I can't just keep getting him in 10 pulls. All right. It doesn't want my video to be too short. Nothing. No, why didn't I just get her? I don't want to blow all my pulls here. No fake outs. Alright. On average, I should get them every 25 pulls. I'll be officially unlucky if I don't get one here. Alright, there we go. Come on. 50-50. 2 of them. Dude, do I get 2 copies of her?
Awaiting your order.
I have a 75% chance I get her on this banner. There's no way I lose 2 50-50s, right? That's not her. Pilgrim?
How do you do?
She's a new. She just got an upgrade. She's a good pickup. She's a good story character now, but not her.
Please.
Man, I've lost 3 50-50s now. No. How did I get her twice? There's so many goddamn characters in this game now. How? What the hell? Oh my goodness. I mean, dupes are always good. It raises your level, but I'm never going to use her. I've lost 3 50-50s. I knew I had to eventually get unlucky. Oh man, this is hurting bad. I don't want to blow through all my pulls for a collab unit. Oh my goodness. No fake outs. Oh, that's so over. There we go. Okay. Come on. Give me her here. I don't want to blow through any more.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, dang it, dude. Okay, she's new. Wait. Oh, no, she's not new. I have her. Well, she's a newer character.
Nice.
But... man, I'm losing all my 50-50s. I'm losing them all. No fake outs. How many have I blown through now? Ah, building up pity, I guess. There we go. Come on. Okay.
Soldier OW at your
There it. Oh, it's abnormal's the word. We got her. There she is. All right. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world.
Nice. Let's go find something delicious, old time.
He walked away. Oof. We still got like what? Almost 400 pulls for the next anniversary. I mean, I've got how much pity here? I got 8 pities saved up. I'm good. All right. You know what? We gotta get back some of this luck. Come on. We're gonna do some standard pulls for bonus pulls. I want to get some pilgrims. I have not off-bannered a pilgrim in a while. Okay, I probably should not do this. Why am I... There we go. Alright, bonus pulls done. Let's see what we get. Right off the bat, it's not a pilgrim.
If you want to be with me,
Privity's good. Got the Nikkei Hatsune Miku Privity. I like her. She's pretty cool. She gets use. So
Right. I promised to meet with my new teacher today.
she gets plenty of use. I got her on here, right there.
Then please stay where I can.
But that's gonna be it for the Nikkei polls. I thought I'd just do them really quick for kind of a break here from Umamusume. And if you like my content, if you like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching. All right, polls done. Back to Uma. It looked like they were in the training watching me do my polls. As I switched it over. They're watching TV. That's all they're doing in training. Alright, though. We're gonna call it a night. I gotta get all my computer stuff set up here. We've been going for a while now. We got my Umas built for the next CM. So we're working on the medium now. We're going to be raiding Bella since she's available. I'm looking to potentially try and do a collab at some point with her and some other content creators in the future. So I'm gonna try and just raid her whenever she's available, if there's none of the other ones available that I've been raiding. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night here. We'll raid her. Make sure to sub to her here on Twitch. Sub to her on YouTube as well if you have not. She's trying to get up to the big ol' 1,000 so she can actually make some money. We need people to be able to make their money in Uma so they can do more pulls and gambling. So if you can, go ahead and sub to her. What the heck? But we're gonna go ahead and start the raid here. I'm gonna call a night, get all my stuff set up for tomorrow, and then we'll just restream it again. And hopefully I have something. We'll probably do some more test runs for Ogre Cap. Or for building Ogre Cap for the next medium. But that'll be it for night, and I will see you guys later. But thanks for watching, everybody. Raid now.
Nice. Alright, we got 2 greens. Not bad. Can we feng shui our light? That's the bigger question.